going on, guys? LevelMDiecast. It's a bit of a update, I guess you could say, a little bit of changes and whatnot. I just figured I'd go over kind of where we're at with the collection a little bit. We're in room 164, as you amply see. If you guys follow my Instagram, I just recently picked up this other chase piece, this MiniGT for the Bentley. So trying to keep up on all those guys. There's a couple more colors coming out. There's also some exclusive one that I found on eBay the other day. It's got like a Zamek color to it. I got to figure out how to get that. And then just the Porsche stuff here. Now, as you guys know, this is just all the Porsche stuff. I threw all this stuff in there. It's not sorted just to get out of the way. And then I accumulated a whole bunch more Porsche stuff there. Just, you know, it is what it is. You guys know tomorrow, December 2nd, is the next Matchbox collector box. It is I believe it's a 67 Chevy pickup in gold. So make sure you get on and get that in the morning. I will be doing that as well. So just real quick, I wanted to throw this up there. So here's Amazon's website, right? So here you go on Amazon. Now, you guys know I'm always looking for major whatnot. I'm always trying to find new stuff coming out. And they have a few things here and there. Now, you'll notice this is the brand new Porsche 5-pack. This is the brand spanking new one. It's got the new 917 in it. It's got recolors of the GT3, the Boxster, and the 934. This Panamera is a carryover from the previous one. But, I mean, if you look on the left side here, I mean, they really, really emphasize this is what you're going to get, right? Just repeatedly. But then at the very bottom, they have one picture of the old set. Now, I bought this set with the full assumption that I was going to get this one. And they sent me that one. Now, I did order Amazon to send me exactly what was pictured on the website and explain to them this one. Now, I guarantee you they're going to send me another one of these. Now, I don't know if this pack is actually available yet, but it's all over Amazon's website, and I really, really want that 917. I really want that 934 and that recolor of the GT3. So we're gonna see what happens. But if you guys follow my Instagram, I did throw that up on the Instagram because I was pretty mad. I was pretty upset. I was actually really looking forward to getting that because I wanted to unbox it, and I was super excited, and it just didn't happen. And then you guys follow my Instagram. I never made a video for those because I really feel like there was just too much hype, too much coverage of those. So I just ripped them open actually yesterday, and then I threw up on my Instagram. I was like, oh yeah, that's totally cool. They all have, you know, California plates on them. You know, that's pretty cool, right? And it's like, I don't know, it's like a couple hundred shares or likes or whatever. It's actually done pretty good on my Instagram. I'm pretty shocked. Nothing's changed over here. Just trying to make some more space. Obviously, I got to get that plow truck in there, but there's just no space right now, so I'm still working on that. So nothing new to report in room 164, but you guys know this room. This is the big scale room and whatnot, and boom. There's no big scale in here. You can actually see up into my kitchen for a change. So I pulled all this big scale out, all of it. And I can tell you right now, it was a disaster. It was horrible. You know, I can only carry a few cars at a time. I had to carry them all upstairs. It was just insane. And then get all the cases upstairs. It was crazy. We're going to go up there in a minute. I'll show you guys. But I got a couple of more cases here that I'm actually going to put here. Just ignore the plastic that's on the window. There's actually a window there. But the window's not needed. So those cases, these two cases actually fit perfectly right here. The only problem is obviously there's no wall. So I got to build something to actually mount them. Now those are going to be all Hot Wheels. And then all these cases here, and then all the cases I have down here, these are the green light cases. Those are all going to be stacked up here on the wall. And there was a bit of, you know, I guess you could say renovations I was doing down here in the basement. So there's still a lot of trim I got to finish and whatnot. So it's ongoing project. But what's going to happen is that I'm going to get some more of these floor displays, you know, these counter display looking things. I'm going to try to find a corner one, and then they're going to line all the way down here. So that upper part will still be open, but then I can stack stuff on the top, like, you know, all the M2 trucks I have and all that crazy stuff like that. Just insane. Now, the Hot Wheels stuff is kind of the stuff that's been kind of neglected because I just don't have anywhere to put that stuff right now. So this is just accumulated a bunch of stuff until I can get those cases up. And then once I get those cases up, I'll get all this stuff in there. Not sure what I'm going to do with the trucks yet. The reason all these trucks are here is because they came out of this case. Now, if you guys follow my Instagram, I did post this up. I did redo the whole Mini GT, expanded it out, got all the trucks in here. So those are all the trucks that they released thus far, at least as far as I know. So you got the 3 car haulers. There are 4 container trucks. And then, of course, there's extra containers. And then the 2 standalone cabs. And then I threw the Land Rovers in here just because they take a lot of space. And then expanded out these 4 cases here. So they're pretty much maxed currently to what I can fit. There's a couple models that I think I have coming. There's a bunch of stuff. Well, not a bunch. There's still some stuff out that I don't have. Now, there's a number of Mini GTs I don't have, like older Mini GTs or super limited run, like the Zero Fighter GTR. I don't have that guy. I mean, basically any Mini GT that's pulling, you know, 30 to 50 bucks a piece, I don't have those because it's really hard to spend that kind of money for a 1/64 scale car. It's just, I think that's ridiculous. But eventually I'll probably hopefully find them. Obviously love my Bentley GT3s. It's a big deal of mine. You guys know I did finally pick up this crazy guy here. It's whatever though. Although I did find out there's a black one, which is the normal chase, which is the not Target chase. It's just the normal retail chase. But the only other place that carries those that I know of, at least around me, is Hobby Lobby. So that's the only place I could potentially find that. Still don't have the UPS truck with flames. Still got to get that guy. So pain in the butt. Just some random other junk laying around here. Just, you know, whatever. But that's kind of what's going to happen down here. That's just, you know, more clutter or whatever. Now, you guys remember I had a bunch of stuff lying on the top of those display cases. And as we go a little bit upstairs here, that is where all that stuff's sitting right now. Now, all this stuff is going to go into those glass display cases, but I got to find some. You find them on Facebook or Craigslist or whatever. But that's what all that stuff's going to go. Now, we're going to go upstairs. Now, you guys know I sold my Lego collection. Now, since I sold the Lego collection, they gave me an entire room to work with. So as we come in here, get some light. This is the new room 118. And this was a nightmare. This was as bad of a move as you could possibly imagine. Like, think worst case scenario and times it by like 2. Now, fortunately, the one good thing is I didn't break anything. So luckily nothing broke. I didn't break the display cases, didn't break any cars, didn't break nothing. So that was good. Now, I have a significant amount of cars that I still don't have in display cases. Now, this is the exact amount of cases that from downstairs. But what I did was I kind of spaced things a little bit better so they weren't so crowded in there and they weren't so, I guess you could say, overlapping and whatnot. Just trying to make them look a little bit more presentable. Most of them are sorted by models, but that's about it. I don't have, like, you know, you have Corvettes and some older Corvettes, but then you have Camaros and then the GTs, Audis, and Bentleys, Novas, McLaren, Pagani. And then you got some old school stuff, some 300Cs, got some Impalas, got the Jaguars up there, got some S2000s at the top with some more Jaguars. So it's not like any particular order, other than just by the model because I kind of like it like that. I kind of like the randomness of it a little bit. I think it looks pretty cool. Pretty cool. I have a lot more Porsches than I thought, which I'm not complaining. Still have a couple of things down on the floor. Still a couple Porsche Cayennes I got to get in there. Still have not yet opened that Mira, but that Mira is going to go right here, right next to the yellow Mira I have. And through the Countach got its own extra big space because, you know, it's badassery. Those are 1/14 scale Baragos. Those are from, I don't know, about 30 years ago or so. I bought those not really paying attention to what I bought. I knew they were too big. They were bigger than 1/18 scale, but whatever. I don't know what to do with those now. And then I have that 1/16 scale Maestro Jaguar XJ220. That thing is big. I also omitted him from the case because he takes more than half of a shelf. So I kind of omitted him for right now. So just trying to space it out. Now, I still got this whole wall on this side. So there will be, the plan is to have 2 more display cases. And then I want to put a desk set up in the corner here so that I can do videos for my 1/18 scale. I do want to bring this stuff to the channel. I do want to showcase this stuff. I think it's important. I think it's a big part of Level M, and I think that there will be some enjoyment for these kind of reviews and kind of going over some big scale stuff, which would be pretty cool. So that is on the horizon. And then, of course, you know, I got to get some decos up in here and make it look pretty cool. I'm not going to put anything in the center of the room because it's kind of pointless. But just kind of give you a little bit of a preview sort of kind of here. It's like super, super dark in this spare bedroom, but these are all the cars that I still don't have spaces for. They're just kind of laying around, just chilling. So these are all still cars I have to put in the cases. So that's how much I thinned it out. So it's a little weird, other than that, I mean, there's not really a whole lot going on. Obviously, I'm not really hunting that much because there's just nothing going on. Nobody's stocking stuff still. But yeah, that's about it. I have a couple of things here to get into the collection still. The micro machines and whatnot. So not too bad. For those of you guys who have been following me for a long time, you do know that I trade with a guy in Australia. His name is Jackson. He usually hooks me up with a lot of majorettes. So those package exchanges should be happening this week. And hopefully I will have the package from him sometime next week. And I'll have plenty of cool majorette stuff to throw up on the channel. Plenty of cool stuff like that to go over. And then I did update these Hot Wheels displays I have over here. Just with a couple of castings that I like, a couple of castings that I collect. Like the BMW. Just variations on everything. Just strolling down. Very, very happy I picked up those 2 guys very recently. Pretty sweet. And then, so basically, just real quick, guys. Basically, the way this goes is, for the most part, my Hot Wheels is all based on Ultra Hots. Okay. So this wheel right here, I love that wheel. So basically, if a model debuted with that wheel, then I kind of collect that model. So that's why I have all these Camaros, because this guy came with the Ultra Hots. And then you have even this Camaro up here. You got the Lumina Stalker, the BMW also came with that. The Solar CX4. But I do collect some Blackwall. So got the Fire Eater and this Rapid Rescue guy. So I'll collect those guys too. You know, just cool stuff. And then this is kind of the more main collection, I guess you could say, for Ultra Hots and whatnot. So just more castings. I collect Jaguar, collect the Audi Avis. Looking pretty sweet. Hot Wheels 500. I just like that casting. It's got a lot of wheel variations to it too. It's pretty cool. Toyota MR2. I need this guy in Ultra Hots. I don't have that guy in Ultra Hots yet. We got some revealers from the Camaro. I just recently picked this up. That's a very rare piece. So that's a very, very nice one. I ripped that guy open for sure. The Tampo variation on the Chevy Stalker. You know, just, I mean, I don't have anything that's terribly rare. I mean, any of you guys that are actual Hot Wheels guys will know I don't have anything that's terribly rare, but I just have stuff that I think is pretty cool. Some other cool stuff down here. This is all the Ferraris. So just rolling through some ridiculous amount of wheel variations and stuff like that. There's a ridiculous amount of those 348s that they made. And then the other thing too is love those 30s cars. So I've been working on those. Got the classic Caddy, the Mercedes 540K, 37 Bugatti, the Talbot, the Auburn, classic Packard. So that's the normal treasure hunt of the classic Packard, and I do have the super treasure hunt up there, but I won't crack that guy open. So there we go. It's a little bit of an update, a little bit of a what's going on in Level M. There's going to be a video for this. I know there's stuff that I promised you guys in the past, like building a studio. That's not happening. It's not happening. It's just not happening. Some other stuff like that, but I'm going to make a video on what happens once I complete a year, because I haven't done that yet. Now, that is for the Lexus, which is going to be in the A case. I'm not going to wait for that car. I'm still going to do all this stuff, but we'll go over that, and I'll explain to you exactly what happens when I finish a year and how that stuff comes out, goes in there, and move on to the next year. So with that, we're going to move on to the next video. We're going to catch you next time, and appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate you sticking with me. And Level M saying, peace.